Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Jezebelway Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your Love and Then Some read for the month of December. So, I wanted to say, hey, thanks for all the 581 views. You guys did fabulous. Thanks so much for coming to the channel and viewing these reads. I'm going to be just doing this month of December your first half and last half reads. I'm not going to be doing weeklies, physical desires, or bonding spreads because my schedule doesn't allow for it this month. But I will be doing first and last half of December. So I am also going to be finishing up the video on Vimeo. The link that I post down in the description box is absolutely free to you. There's no charge. I'm just trying out something new, and it gets a little bit difficult uploading videos over a certain amount of time sometimes on YouTube. So I'm splitting up the video and doing the last half on Vimeo. Again, it's absolutely free to view for you to see the outcome, blocks to love, so on and so forth. So let's get started, Sag. What I need to see for the Sun of Sagittarius. Using the Druid Craft Tarot today. This is one of my favorite decks. It's an oldie but a goodie. Looks like somebody's thinking nostalgically on the past. They think that might bring some balance to their world. You showed up there, Sagittarius, as the Fairlet, which is Temperance and other decks. There's something toxic in your world at this point, Sagittarius, that you're trying to manifest balance against. By the way, this video is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, North Node, what have you, whatever resonates with you. It is a general read. It may not resonate with everyone, but hopefully you find something in here that does. It looks like you're trying to find a balance between taking action and maybe having some passion. Maybe you're trying to reawaken some passion. It looks as though you're waiting. You're making the best out of a bad situation, Sagittarius. You're trying to create some balance and being still, you know, and doing everyday things that provide stability for you. And that could bring some balance. You're starting all over again, Sagittarius, it looks like. Starting all over with something. You're trying to keep your emotions in check in this new beginning. You're on the cusp of something closing and something opening. You're trying to find your way around this, trying to find the balance in it. You're trying to keep your emotions on an even keel, even though they may be deeply moving on the inside. You're trying to reason them out, sort them out. You're trying to, you know, not have, you're trying to have a poker face, Sagittarius. There may have been some deception. May have been some deception you were fighting against. But it looks like, you know, an offer may have been deceptive. Some kind of offer may have been deceptive. You're sitting down and you're writing. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to go over a contract of sorts, perhaps. Some kind of legal document, perhaps. And you're ready for the truth. You've gone over this document and you want the truth. You're ready for the truth. You've discerned it. Could have been some sort of legal document. So let's see what the cards have to tell us. Overall arching energy of the read is the Prince of Swords. So this is fast-moving truth. Somebody's coming at you with the truth in a very speedy kind of way. You know, they're not holding anything back. Lines 1 and 2 can be reversed however they resonate with you or your partner. Cross watchers, come in, have a seat, grab a cup of coffee. Some people do their best research this way. At the heart of the matter, we have the Nine of Wands. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months is a little bit long, but sometimes we don't know how these things come and what form they come in. We don't know. So at the heart of the matter, you're trying to protect yourself from something, it looks like. I'm going to scoot these up. I'll show them to you so we have enough room to lay the cards down. Trying to protect yourself from something, Sagittarius. What is that? Let's put these over here. Truth's coming in fast and furious, okay? About something that you're trying to protect yourself from. Right off the bat, you have a lot of wands. A lot of wands in this read. Looks like perhaps, there could be some fiery emotions about something. You are carrying some sort of burden, or your partner is. It looks as though the sword action in your spread here, though, is for your good. The swords are acting in your good and not against you in this read. Truth's coming in fast and furious, and you're moving away from something bad to something better. You do have cups here. Okay, cups are represented, which is really good. This means past love. You're offering a cup of love to the universe. You're trying to nurture something. And you have happy family. Happy family. You have solid, stable family. You have gone inside to kind of find the answers that you need to gain clarity and insight on a situation, because you've come out on the other end here, Sagittarius, with the King of Pentacles energy. Very grounded, solid, steady, stable. You're not letting something get to you, in other words. So let me show you what I see. Line 1 I'm going to be referring to as you. Line 2 is your partner. But again, you can switch these out however you need. So what we have here is the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like you may be torn between two worlds. You're thinking nostalgically on the past. Perhaps you could be thinking about children in the past. But something was a burden. You need to lay down some type of burden that comes from your past. It derives from your past, because it prevents you from fully being in the moment in the future. So there's some kind of burden in your past that you need to lay down. You're thinking nostalgically about something. This is also the soulmate card. Maybe you don't feel quite complete here without this person in your world. So got to lay some burdens down first and foremost. Your partner here, it looks like, or this could be you. Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Hermit. So it looks like somebody needs to nurture themselves. They're guarded. They're trying to protect themselves because they've been a little bit beat up, or you have, Sagittarius. You've gone to fight some sort of battle. You've come home. You're protecting yourself. You got beat up in that battle. And you're on guard. And that's caused you to go into a hermit mode, where you're kind of a lone wolf, so to speak. You're going inside to try to find this insight and clarity and inspiration. And so basically what I see here is that either you or your partner, you need to nurture yourselves. You could be dealing with a water sign, but again, the signs aren't specifically the point, okay? This is just basically the nurturing of the self. You need to take some time out, take some time for yourself, because you've been through something regarding family, lovers from the past, things of that nature, perhaps you or your partner. And, you just need to take your time and find out who you are again. Lick your wounds, so to speak. Nurture yourself. Because if you don't, you can't come out on the other side with this King of Pentacles energy. You're going to come out on the other side broken, bruised, battered, dysfunctional. You're going to have to heal yourself here in this line. You need to heal yourself. And for the potential state of the relationship, we've got 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 2 sixes, that's good. 3 sixes on the board. So this is definitely about love in the past, perhaps. 3 sixes, 2 tens. So 10s mean the worst is over. 1 means the apex. This is the apex, okay? This is the ultimate to get to, is the stable, happy family. The 10 of Wands, you're carrying a burden, but it's over. The worst is over. 2 tens. You know, the worst that's happened is over. You're at the 9 here, or your partner is, and trying to guard and protect themselves because they're at the end of this battle and they're losing steam. You know, they're beat up, or you. So that's why they need to go in a hermit mode. They need to nurture themselves, perhaps. 6s, 3 sixes. To me, that means that this is absolutely, you're in the middle of things. This is divine. This is past love. You know, you're kind of gaining steam here. You're moving away from something bad to something better. You or your partner, and that's going to be victorious for you. Moving away from something to something else. You could be physically moving, you could be taking a trip. This could just be a symbolic idea for moving away from a bad situation to a good one, taking care of yourself and understanding that, you know, you need to move away from a bad situation in your head, whatever, okay? But you're moving away from something bad to something better, and your ship is going toward victory. Okay, so this is going to be successful. And this is where you end up here. You know, you see how kind of, I'll show you here, but this King of Pentacles and this guy on the horse here on this 6 of Wands, they kind of favor each other. Okay, you see how they kind of look alike? I don't know if you can see. They kind of look alike. So this is you moving away. You're in this boat here. You're moving away. It's going to be victorious. You've won this battle. Okay, because 10s are the end. You've won this battle, and you're moving toward solid, steady, stable future. You're gaining your grounding, your footing again in a situation. And it's going to be victorious and successful. It looks as though you need to nurture a past idea. You need to nurture a soulmate. Okay, you want to nurture a soulmate, or your partner does. You're thinking nostalgically about that, but you're moving away here. You're moving away from this soulmate toward stability, because maybe these conflicting ideas in the top line caused this burden. You were having conflict between this lover from the past and your solid current happy family, perhaps. You're trying to protect yourself from burdens. You've been carrying this burden. You're worn out by carrying this burden, but you're going to be victorious in the end because it's the end of whatever this burden represents for you. You have the happy family, stability, stable life, but you've gone inside because there's been some sort of battle here over this. You've had to find some clarity. Perhaps these two conflicting ideas caused you to go into hermit mode, and you've learned the truth, okay? You've learned the truth in the situation. Maybe the truth is you need to take a time out and move away from it for a little bit. You've gone to gain your clarity and insight, and you're coming out on the other side of this a king. Solid, steady, stable. You go inside, you have the happy family, something's going on with that, there's truth rushing in. You have to go inside to find your clarity, your inspiration. You come out again, victorious, solid, happy, steady, no worries, no cares. things are running like clockwork, right? So let's get some clarifiers on it and kind of see what the bigger picture story is here. I'm going to be using the Cat Black deck today. I like this deck too. I like the pictures in this deck. Kind of remind me of Renaissance art. Let's see, Sagittarius in the month of December. Let's see, Sagittarius in the month of December. Yeah, it looks like Wheel of Fortune's moving you toward the 10 of Cups. Another 10. A happy family, happy life, happy wife. That's what you desire. But for some reason, there's either been poverty striking your family at this point, or you feel left out in the cold by your family. But you're still trying to manifest that. You're still trying to nurse it. And you have hope for the future regarding this happy family. It looks like you want to start all over again with this family. And that's going to bring you into the sun. It's going to be happiness. Maybe you're getting a second chance, Sagittarius, or your partner. And it has to do with money. There's some issue with money in the family because there's some secrets behind money that you don't know. Maybe somebody was hiding something from you regarding money. Maybe they were giving money to a lover. But nonetheless, as long as there's equal give and take with money, everything's out on the table, you know what's going on, you're willing to start over again. You're trying to make that decision whether or not you see equal give and take. You could be dealing with a Libra. And part of your decision making is cutting something out and is learning the truth about something. You're going to make that decision and it's going to be happiness for you. Could be regarding children. There was some toxicity in your world regarding children. Perhaps there was a separation. Parenting plans were not as they should be. Maybe there was child support issues. You're guarded against any more toxicity. You can't take it anymore, okay? Because the Nine of Wands is here. You're beat up by that toxicity. Your wish fulfillment, though, is to make a decision. You want to plan for the future, but you're still a little bit guarded. You're not quite sure if that's really what you need to do. You're not quite sure what you need to do because it's not coming to you in the way that you thought it was going to. There needs to be, you want some abundance in your world because you feel rejected. You feel like you've lost some things in planning for the future. And again, Nine of Wands shows up. You're kind of beat up by trying to figure everything out. Maybe you're trying too hard to figure every single little thing out. There will be a new offer, solid, steady, stable. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Something's been on your mind. Maybe there's some mental health issues that have arisen out of this. You need to take some time and rest. Get your mind right. There's Shoni, Prince of Swords. Let's clarify Prince of Swords. Yeah, it looks like there was some truth and an offer of love. Again, it could be a water sign. It could be a younger water sign. Okay, but some truth came out. You're rushing toward maybe what you think is your truth. And that's why there's a burden. There's a conflict of interest up here between soulmate and family. And you're trying to figure that out. Somebody's offer. There's going to be some truth about an offer. And it's going to be victorious, it looks like. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Okay. But perhaps after learning this truth, your water sign gets in their car and they jet off. Okay. Maybe you tell them, you know, the truth is I'm in love with my family and that's where I need to be. Whatever the situation is. But it could also be that the truth is rushing in because this offer of love is what you want. This offer of love is what you want. Let's clarify. Six of Cups. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune's here. It's moving this forward. This is a divine pairing now. This is divine. You have the soulmate card. and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this could either be a divine partnership. The universe says this is destiny. Your soulmate is your destiny. Or, you know, for others of you, this could mean that looking after your children and being a part of your children's lives is your destiny. But you're juggling, okay? You're juggling these ideas. Or your partner. Let's clarify 10 of Wands. Yeah, so this actually came in the reverse, so I'll take it. This burden has rendered you with no oomph. You don't have any passion. This burden is too much. These conflicting ideas are too much to carry. And you're not interested in adventures. You're not interested in passion. You're not interested in anything. You're just kind of used up. You know, the burden's getting too heavy. You're getting tired. Again, clarified by the 10 of Wands. So, you know, that's several 10s we have now. So the worst is over here, but, you know, this is still kind of a burden. But justice is here and says, no, destiny, this is the right thing. This will happen. Okay, so please clarify 10 of Pentacles. You need to use your strength here with your family. You're going to need to exhibit a great amount of strength here regarding your solid, happy family, okay? There is going to be some sort of reunification, reunited, or celebration with this decision for the lovers. Now, this is the Gemini card, this partnership, marriage, relationship, okay? There's going to be celebration here and making a decision, but you're going to have to use a great deal of strength. Because sometimes, you know, when we make decisions, not everybody likes the decisions we make, right? You know, it doesn't suit every person. But we can't make decisions and carry burdens according to how it fits with everyone else, okay? We have to do what's best for us. We have to do what's best for our families. Let's clarify Queen of Cups. But if you're not involved, I mean, if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're not going to be any good to lovers, and you're not going to be any good to your family. So yeah, you need to nurture yourself because, again, here we are again. You've been beat up by something. You know, you've been beat up at home, it looks like, maybe. You need to have some nurturing. You need to communicate. And you need to communicate that what you want is equal give and take. Could be, you know, you want equality when it comes to money. Or, you know, you want to be considered when this windfall of money hits. Or you want the money exchanged to be fair. You don't want to have to beg for it, and you don't want to have to beg for love. Okay, you need to communicate that. Or your partner needs to communicate it to you. Yeah, a new beginning, a new offer of love. You feel beat up, and here's this new offer of love that comes around. But you just feel like there's something that you just don't know. You could be dealing with a Pisces, okay? There's just something you don't know about this. You're just unsure of it because you're trying to protect yourself. Page of Wands, new passions. But again, fire energy, Sagittarius, here you are. You know, this could be representative of you. You need to figure out if you want to be solid in this thing. You want to be in and out? You want to be solid here. Because being in and out is, you know, kind of making you or your partner feel like a victim of this situation. Maybe that's why you're trying to decide. You want to put all your feet in or have 1 foot out? What do you want to do here? And it looks like you're patiently waiting for something. You're waiting for your coins to grow. You're in deep thought. You're contemplating what needs to happen, possibly. And again, this looks like it has to do with money. Because what you want is the truth. And you want a truth with the Queen of Wands. So the King of Wands is upside down up here. That kind of tells me that you guys are kind of out of whack with one another. Maybe this partner is, this lady's a go-getter. She's takes charge, she takes control, she makes things as she wants them. She's very passionate about what she does, hugely sexy, okay? And maybe she's a little bit tired of waiting on you, Sagittarius, because, reverse them, okay? Because you're upside down and you've run out of gas, man. She's like, hey, get up, Let's clarify the Hermit. Yeah, this has to do with a marriage or relationship. This could also be some sort of crisis within your spirituality. Okay, you're going in to find your inner God, perhaps, or you're going to find your spirituality, or you're trying to follow a spiritual path. Okay, maybe this is conflicting with your relationship. You're trying to answer a higher calling, it looks like to me. Could be within a marriage, could be within a partnership, or it could just be a spiritual calling. And this leaves you out in the cold. This marriage, this relationship kind of leaves you out in the cold. But here you are, your partner is with this romantic offer of love. This romantic offer of love, perhaps from a water sign, is victory. This is victory, or maybe this is an apology, okay? Maybe this is a token of peace. Because you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could have Aquarius in your chart. Because you have hope for the future. You're trying to manifest. You will have your wish. Yeah, you're moving away from something bad to something better because there was a lot of conflict. There could have been inner conflict. It could have been fighting over children. It could have been childish games, mind games. And literally it could just be fighting and arguing. Okay, but you're moving away from that because you're beat up, you're tired. And this was deceptive. Now, this fighting was deceptive. It made you feel robbed, okay? And you're walking away from all of this to find your missing cup. Excuse me. You're walking away from the fighting and the deception to find your missing cup. It's going to bring you victory. That decision will bring you victory. Yeah, you feel betrayed. You felt betrayed by something, but you're going to have victory over that, okay? Somebody threw you out and left you to the wolves, basically. But you come back with victory over that. Maybe that's what this deception here is, okay? You're walking away from it to find your missing cup because you felt left out and thrown to the wolves. Perhaps it was because you were so tired up here you were in the reverse, okay? But here you are, Sagittarius, finding balance in the worst of situations, trying to regain your balance, and you're trying to find balance with this soulmate character, okay? You're trying to find your balance with this. You're trying to make a decision regarding a soulmate. So this is all to do, and you're upset because you can't have what you want. You don't want anything at all except you're missing this cup up here. Okay, but you're trying to find a balance between that because what you want is your Empress. You want your Empress. You want your abundance. You want your mothering nature. This could have to do with, a mother of your children, perhaps, or however that relationship falls within you. You want abundance, nurturing, mothering energy. This soulmate, you're having a real hard head game with this soulmate. You want your Empress because you think this Empress is going to bring you happy family, happy life, happy wife. This is your true partner. There is some stagnation. And there is stagnation due to a Queen of Coins, perhaps an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, maybe you're not having enough balance in your life. You're not seeing things in the right way. You're acting too fiery. You need to bring some earth in and become a little bit grounded. Because maybe this Queen of Coins broke your heart. Okay, it looks like there's something to do with a female earth sign there was some stagnation with, and you're heartbroken. But you still want to plan for the future, it looks like. It's going to be slow moving. Planning with the future with this soulmate is going to be slow moving, Sagittarius. But you know what? In that time, take your time. You've been beat up. You want truth. You're seeking higher truths about life, spirituality, love relationships. What is the meaning of life, Sagittarius? That's where you're at right now. You know this soulmate's who you want. But you need to take your time in moving forward in the future, because what you need to do is build. You need to build. You either need to build your stability with money, your stability with home life, okay? Or you're throwing yourself into learning something and you need to build on that. So instead of rushing in, you know, you need to take your time and build some foundations. Okay, build some foundations. There's nothing wrong with taking your time. Let's clarify King of Pentacles. Yep, King of Pentacles, Queen of Coins. Yeah, there's been some truth happen. Perhaps you've cut out a water sign. Because you've cut out a water sign, okay? Because you need to find your stability. But at the same time that you've possibly cut communication too, okay? You've cut off some things and you're being cold toward this water sign, perhaps, okay? But you're trying to find a way around this situation. Now, even though you're not communicating with them, you're still spying on them. Still trying to find an advantage. You're trying to see some things. Maybe you're just trying to be sure before you make this decision that this is the right thing, okay? However, you know, this isn't really an honest type of energy, you know, when you're not talking with them, but you're still on their Facebook trying to figure out what in the hell's going on with them, because you want to keep, you know, what are they doing? Okay, but somebody might have seen something they didn't like, and they're not communicating about it. They're being very cold toward you, or you toward them. And they're just trying to figure out if that's the right thing to do or not. Again, maybe you're not nurturing yourself appropriately. Yeah, spying on a lover. You're trying to find a leg up in this situation with this relationship. Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So your lover's mirroring your behavior. Okay, you got your sword out, bud. That's cool. I'm going to get mine out too. And then I'm going to send my butterfly out here to see what in the hell it is you're up to. Maybe there's a lack of trust here. Maybe some things in the past were untrustworthy. You don't have any trust in this partner. You know, maybe you don't trust yourself, okay? But again, you're keeping your emotions to yourself. You're trying to stay calm. But this is fixing to be cut out. Somebody's not appreciative of that. You're trying to keep some stuff to yourself about a family. Something happened with your family here, okay? You're keeping it to yourself. You're not telling this lover. Maybe perhaps you're not telling this lover that what you want is a reconciliation. You either want a reconciliation with them in order to have a happy family, or you actually want to reconcile with your family. Okay, but you're going to have to come out with that truth, Sagittarius. It's for the best. Judgment. Yeah, you want to start all over again. Perhaps you want to start all over again single, financially stable and secure before you enter into a relationship again. But you're moving away from this idea of being single. Toxicity is over. You want to charge in with the truth again. You want to charge in with your passions again. You want to make a solid, steady offer. You want to be financially secure before you make this offer as part of the problem. Perhaps you could have dealt with a divorce up here at some point. You've got some financial issues going on with divorce, with child support, with whatever, okay? She got the house, you got the car, whatever. But what you really need is a house. Whatever the situation is, you want to not make an offer to this lover over here until you're financially sound. Because being financially sound and grounded before you make this offer is your wish fulfillment. And I have to say, Sagittarius, I think that's the best plan of action. Not because it has to do with money, but if you're not ready to make a commitment to someone because you don't feel like you have things right, then take your time and make it right for yourself. Because if you're not comfortable, your partner can't be comfortable, okay? So take your time and do what you need to do. Go on your spiritual journey. Find your answers. You've made your decision between your soulmate. You know who your soulmate is. You've been spying on them for like 7 years now. It looks like it's 7 of Wands over here, 7 years. So get yourself right. Okay, if that's what you need to do it. All right, let's see what our love romance angels have to say on the matter. Let's pull a card for that. Maybe you're trying to move away from your fiery energy, Sagittarius, and think logically today or at this point in your life. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So you know what? You might need to throw the soulmate a lifeline here, okay? Because they're thinking you wrote out. Throw them a lifeline. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there's something that you need to forgive and learn from. You either need to forgive yourself or forgive your partner, forgive this soulmate, whatever, and learn from it. Because this situation involves marriage. Okay? And financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Again, we talked about, you wanting to be right with your money before you come forward. It's understandable. Okay, that's a very masculine energy, though. So let's get a card on this wedding. Universe, please clarify the wedding card. Show us what this is. Why is the wedding card here? Okay, spiritual partnership. You're not emotionally confused about it anymore. You know what your options are. You know what you want. But for some reason you feel rejected because you don't have control in this situation, Sagittarius. Maybe you're being a little bit manipulative and you need to come up off of that. Because if you don't, there's going to be no new beginnings here. You got to quit holding on to maybe some sort of devotion or whatever to making a decision. You need to make a decision and quit holding on to something. Once you make that decision, it's going to be happiness. What is Sagittarius holding on to? What is Sagittarius or their partner holding on to? What is Sagittarius or their partner holding on to? Looks like you're holding on to the end of something. Okay, this could be a literal death, or it could just be a figurative death, okay? You're holding on to something. Perhaps you're holding on to Scorpio energy. Or you're just holding on to the end of something and you're holding on so tightly that it can't reemerge and become the phoenix. You need to let go of something. I'm not going to do the Vimeo video. I'm just going to go ahead and get you your advice card and we're going to call it good. Universe, show me what I need to see. Advice for Sagittarius the month of December. What I need to see for the sign of Sagittarius in December. and love. Show us Sagittarius in December. Round and round. Okay, sounds like you're going round and around in your head. You need to figure out what it is you want. You need to go inside yourself. Do you see how this spiral represents this natural occurring pattern in the universe? This is a spiritual awakening you're undergoing. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about how you fit in with the universe. Okay, you're learning about how everything works and fits together. So you're on a spiritual journey. Maybe the lesson you need to learn is to give love. You need to learn to give love. Yang is a masculine energy for giving love. Loyal heart. You know, maybe you're battling with your loyalties to your family and this idea of a soulmate. But this is two mates intertwined, soulmate. You see how it's so funny they form the shape of a heart? So this is your true love. This is the yin to your yang. You need to learn how to give and receive love. But more importantly, this is representative of you and your soulmate giving love, receiving love. You're two of a kind. This is a spiritual relationship. So Sagittarius, this is what I have for you for December. Love and then some. Oh, we forgot one thing, didn't we? Mind, body, and spirit. Forgot the body part, right? Universe, show us what we need to see in the physical state of relationship for Sagittarius. Universe, show us what we need to see. The physical state of the relationship for Sagittarius. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Nurturing, loving energy. This is what you're running and seeking. You are seeking a nurturing, loving partner. This man is just devoted to her. You see how he's nuzzling in her bosom there because he wants to feel safe and loved. That's what you're seeking, Sagittarius. Seeking that person that makes you feel at home. Go home, Sagittarius. So, hope you enjoyed the read. Let me know in the description box below. You guys already know how to book a personal read. And if you feel so inclined, hey, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. And I'll see you guys middle of December. Merry Christmas.